Welcome everybody. Bears, beers, beats. What an event we've got planned. I am Dylan. I am your host. I am so happy to be here on this lovely Monday evening. We've got some great weather here in Chicago compared to what it was this weekend. So if you're not in Chicago, I'm sure it is good as well. But man, it is nice to have some decent weather here this evening for this game. Thank you to everyone for joining. This is a wonderful event. Thank you to Jewel-Osco, thanks to Miller Lite, 670 The Score, and of course GT Universe for helping us put all of this together. It's going to be a wonderful evening. We've got some great beer to drink, food to discuss, football to discuss, and we've also got a couple of other guests and wonderful giveaways for you. Food on hand that I got at my local Jewel. I've got my Miller Lite on hand. I encourage everyone to cheers me. I want to start off with saying hi to one of my good friends, JoJo, the Jewel mascot. Well, thank you for joining us, JoJo. It's been great for you to grace us with your presence and your beautiful big eye, and I'm glad that you're staying safe with the mask and the hand sanitizer. I want to encourage everybody to keep an eye out for JoJo at their local Jewel, and also follow him on Instagram. You can find him at, simple as it is, Jewel-Osco Jojo on IG. I'm happy to introduce this next guest that we're going to be talking with. For those of you in Chicago, I'm sure you're familiar with his voice. He's the longtime voice of the DePaul Blue Demons, also been a part of the Cubs radio broadcasts for years. But more importantly, he's been covering the Bears from the sidelines for 15 years. So I'm happy to introduce 670 The Score's Zach Zaidman. Zach, welcome to the show.
How you guys doing? Thanks, Dylan. I'm pumped up about tonight.
Do you think we're seeing our boy Maserati Mitch come back at some point, if not tonight, in the next few games by the end of this season? I personally think it might happen. I just don't know what the situation would be that would make that happen.
All right. If the odds would tell you yes, because Nick Foles has had trouble over the course of his career staying healthy, and we know that the Bears have some issues protecting the quarterback this year. You're not going to see Mitch tonight. He's out with that shoulder injury. So Tyler Bray is going to be the backup to Nick Foles. But I feel as though Mitch has to be ready. And there's a lot on the line for him, too, because his future is up in the air.
Zach, thank you so much. It's been so nice. It's been an honor talking with you. It's great for all of us to put a face to the voice that we've heard so many times over the past few years. We're going to take this and we're actually going to segue it into our next big giveaway, which is for 2 Miller Lite canvas chairs, or tailgate chairs as you may sometimes know them. So this now is for everybody to get back on that chat function, because we're going to do another Bears trivia question that I think a lot of people will hopefully remember the answer to. But again, first one to the buzzer gets the prize. So we're going to give away the pair. So hopefully when you win this, you can take these to your next tailgate, enjoy some Millers with it, enjoy some nice food with it, maybe sit outside a Bears game if that's ever allowed in the near future. The question is, in the big game against the Indianapolis Colts in 2007, the Bears scored 1 offensive touchdown. That touchdown was a 4-yard pass that was caught by what player? Let's see it.
You guys are quick. All right, we've got a last name, and the full name was Muhsin Muhammad. So, Joe, you win the canvas chairs. Congratulations.
Awesome. Congrats to you. Enjoy those chairs. I know you're going to enjoy them. Again, I'm hoping soon it can be at an in-person tailgate. For now, we're left with a virtual tailgate. What can we do? But congrats to you, and nice job on the trivia. So I'm happy to introduce some of our Miller Lite experts that we have on hand as well. Kara, Anna, and Jason are 3 of the best Miller Lite experts you're going to find this side of the Mississippi. I think Miller Lite, as we all know, is one of the longtime partners to the Bears. It's probably one of the biggest players in terms of light beer in the city of Chicago. So how big is Miller Lite in the Chicago market, and especially at Jewel?
Yeah, so we are a proud and the official beer of the Chicago Bears, which we are proud to be and will continue to be for at least the next 10 years. But we are the #1 beer not only in Chicago, but in Illinois. And it is 1 out of every 10 that are sold at Jewel-Osco. So Jewel is a great customer of ours. We love to partner with them and the Chicago Bears. We all make a great team. But hopefully you guys enjoy plenty of Miller Lite every time you're out there. I saw someone, I think Megan, had staged for Miller Lite Bears packaging in the background there. Love it. Thank you for the support.
Yeah, so Miller Lite, I think gold standard is kind of an easy thing to call Miller Lite because it was the first, right? So you think about it, 1975, the beer launched nationally as the first light beer that was out there, and it was the first one to really bring commercial success to the category, which I think, you know, it's easy to be the gold standard when you're first to market, but the thing that really makes it unique to me is the fact that Miller Lite also has the most flavor. So it's a light beer that tastes like beer, and that was really the goal when it was developed, and we've kind of kept that same recipe throughout the history of the brand, really delivering that refreshing flavor, tastes like beer, but still in the 96 calories and 4.2%.
Awesome. With all those details on Miller, I want to get to transition into our last and final giveaway, which truthfully is the largest giveaway of the night. I think a lot of people are looking forward to this. I got numerous texts from people today asking about this, and I've been sworn to secrecy because everyone has a chance at winning this. How you're going to win this. So I mentioned we're not going to do this with trivia. We're going to actually send everyone on a quick scavenger hunt around your apartment or your house or whatever your domicile is. You need to find, we need to see 3 items that are either Miller Lite or Bears branded items other than your can or your bottle that you're drinking. Go.
And thank you everyone for participating. Everyone had so much good stuff. Like, I didn't even know some of these things existed. So congrats.
We're gonna get ready to wrap it up in a few minutes, but Stephanie and I wanted to quickly highlight a couple of the things now that we're all drinking beer, and we're gonna highlight a few things other than drinking it that you can use for beer. So I'm gonna go first here, Steph. I have got these marinating for 3 hours. These are pork chops that I got at, you guessed it, Jewel-Osco, where they sell the pork chops that are pork. That is marinating in beer, chili powder, brown sugar, and a little bit of cumin. So I'm gonna sear those at halftime, and they're gonna be wonderful because beer, again, when you cook it, it's got a lot of sugar content, creates an amazing caramelized crust. It sears really well. So if you want any piece of meat that's marinated that has a good crust, I highly recommend dousing it in some Miller Lite and marinating it for a few hours.
Yeah, that's a good one. And speaking of cooking, cooking gets super messy, especially if you're using copper pans. And beer is actually really, really good for cleaning copper. And example A, because I don't have copper pans, I just have a bunch of pennies. Here's a non-clean penny and a beer clean penny. You know it's clean when it's beer clean.
Those are all great, but as we all know, best way to use beer, drink it, especially when it's Miller Lite. So everyone, you got one, raise your glass. Let's see it one last time. Thank you all for joining. I hopped into the gallery view and was really surprised at how many people have joined this. So thank you all. You've been such an awesome and engaged audience. Thank you again to Jewel-Osco, GT Universe, 670 The Score, and Zach Zaidman, but of course Miller Lite for helping us put on this event for all of us to enjoy and take some time out of our day to enjoy a nice pregame and tailgate other than what we always see on national TV, which to me, the pre-games on national TV are great, but they kind of seem to be the same thing week over week. So I think this has been a great change of pace for all of us. Beats, I will kick it over to you to pass it off one last time and send us off with some music the right way. Thank you guys, and bear down.